So what I've got here today is, I believe, a 1996 Yamaha Timberwolf 250. This is a customer four-wheeler, so he said it was running one day, and then the next day he went to go ride it, and it wouldn't stay running. When he dropped it off, I verified that that did happen. He said it was like, not getting any gas, but I'm not exactly sure, because he said that he thought he saw some stuff floating in his gas tank as well. So he wants me to take a look at that, because his gas tank's full. I don't see anything floating. I don't have a bright light on me right now. I don't necessarily see anything, but I just realized, because I didn't think his gas tank was full, his petcock isn't really giving any gas to the filter here. So I wonder if maybe it's clogged up, or if the so it's not the hose, it's not the petcock. Maybe everything's full. But anyway, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to turn it on. Don't think it'll stay running here. It's not supposed to, that is. Interesting. You gotta pull this in? Interesting. Alright. So with that, it won't even start this time. I'm gonna go ahead and check the carburetor, because I figure that's all it is. I figure it should be pretty simple. Alright. Yeah, a whole lot of gas. That looks like water in there. I think he's got water in his gas. Yep, sure does. Got something in there. See if you can see that. You can see some separation. It's hard to see, but you can see separation. So it might not even be necessarily clogged. Oh no, it's gonna be clogged. There's some gel. Yeah. It's a little cloudy and it's got heavy separation. Let's see if I can't get you closer to see that again. I don't know how good you can see it. Alright, I'm going to slowly drain all this out with this water bottle. Put it in here. This is my bad gas jug, and then I'll bring it back once I get clean gas or it's empty. Alright, so put it all back together. As soon as I turn this on, this whole thing filled up like instantly. So I believe it should start now. Dripping out of this overflow hose. So we need to take the carburetor back off and adjust the float, I guess. Wanted to bring y'all back real quick and show you right here. I'm pretty sure you can see that. The neutral light's on. So what it was, kind of forgot to record it, up under the shifter here. See if you can't see that. That black wire on the bottom, there's a connector. Let's see if I can get this in there. there's a connector right here, and the wire was ripped out of it, so I just crimped it back together, stripped it out a little bit, and now the neutral light works. So the brake cable came in. We're gonna go replace the brake cable, and he wants me to check his tires here for leaks, because obviously they're going down. I don't know if it's valve stem or if he's actually got like a small hole somewhere. So we'll take a look at that after the brakes, after the brake cable. So just to remind you, this is the brake cable that I'm replacing. It's the front top. What is it called? Yeah, front brake top. So right here, this box here has two Phillips head screws, one at the top, one at the bottom here. And I think this just is a cover. And then you got these two, and the top one actuates both of these. So I'm just going to pop these screws out and put the new one in and bring it back up to the handlebar and connect it. And that should be finished, I do believe. Alright, that four-wheeler's gone. I forgot to record plugging the tires, but if you've ever plugged a tire in a car, it's the same difference. If you've enjoyed, stay tuned for more. See you in the next one.